Well, hey there. Welcome to our County 10 studios. This is the Friday Free4All, and it has been as advertised so far. You can't see behind the scenes, but we're having a lot of fun here in the County10.com offices. I'm Jared Anderson. I'm joined by County10.com owner Will Hill, County10.com reporter Amanda Faring. How's everybody doing? I could use a Lander Brewing Company beer at this point in time.
Absolutely. This is our second take. You're just seeing our live, seeing us live now, but we were talking for what, almost 10 minutes and live on the wrong page.
That's tech for you, though. Honestly,
it really is one click on the wrong thing, but we're having a good time. So I don't know what we're doing though. Somebody just told me, hey, there's pizza and a beer on the table over there. Go sit down.
Here's the fun thing about County 10 is we try a whole bunch of new things. Some of them are awesome. Some of them turn out a little strange. And the first time we try things, it's usually a little bit different. But I want to welcome everybody here. There's going to be a few things you're going to see in a little bit. There's going to be live music. You may be able to hear and see in the background some musicians from Lander warming up. We've got Tony's Pizza here. We've got a few folks milling about. And basically, hopefully, we let you kill some time and have some fun here as we celebrate the last weekend of May.
Absolutely. It's the end of the day. You know, I don't know if you're me, but the end of the day on Friday is usually about 3 p.m. and that's pretty late. It's usually much more like noon, and so that's why we wanted to do this. I saw the conversation all week has been, why are we doing this? what is it that we're doing?
What is this?
And it's to have some fun on Friday afternoon, and to connect with people in a different way. Mm-hmm. Our videos on the County 10 Facebook page, anytime we go live, is just pretty insane, pretty quickly. Gives people a chance to connect in a totally different way and in real time with us. So we want to see your comments. We want to hear from you. It's entirely possible that you watch the thing and it sucks, and you want to tell us, because everybody's good at telling us that we're terrible. But we want to have some fun. We want to meet you guys a little bit virtually, as it were, and so we put together this fun. We've got some of our community partners are here. They're going to talk. We've got some of our 10cast hosts. They're going to do a little bit later. We've got Eagles Hope from Riverton here. They're going to talk in a minute. We've got a band from Lander, and we've got sponsors galore. The first thing that I want to do, though, because I did it when we were not live on the County 10 page, and it will literally be the second bite of this pizza that I have, and I really want to try it because the first bite was really good. So thanks to Tony's Pizza, we've got Adam Kirkpatrick, and he's the owner over at Tony's Pizza in Lander, and he plays in a band called the Dystopians. They'll be here later, playing later. We'll talk to them later. But he brought pizza, and so this one's called the Lander Dill, and I made the joke previously that I'm glad I'm not eating Lander Lil because it's a statue, and I checked. It has much less ring to it the second time I make that joke. So I'm anyway, on camera going to try this pizza. It's loaded with dill pickles. If that's your thing, this is definitely good.
Nom, 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 nom.
It looks amazing.
Fantastic.
It looks unique. Tony's Pizza is always great, and really cool of them to stop by our studios, bring the pizza all the way over from Lander here to our Riverton studios.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's we're having a good time out here. Still trying to figure out the show's called the Friday Free4All. We're still trying to figure out what it is that we're doing here, other than to have fun, without the kind of the heaviness of the news behind what we're doing. Just a chance to have a conversation and have fun on a Friday afternoon. So we've got a handful of people here, less than 25 in the room, and within their household units. We have people socially distanced. We're distanced here. For those of you that will comment about that, we are socially distanced, and Yeah, so we just want to have some fun. So the first thing we want to do is thank all of our sponsors. We talked about the ones that are obviously near and dear to our heart because we're enjoying them at the moment. But big thanks to the County 10 title sponsor for the evening is Mr. D's. We've got a conversation with Michelle Motherway, the owner at Mr. D's in Lander, coming up here in just a minute. I want to give a big thank you to Jack FM. If we're not already, we're going to be live on Jack FM here in a minute. They are the ones that connected with the band tonight. They're setting up our bands for these live shows that we're going to do every Friday at 3 p.m.-ish. I say ish because we definitely went live at 3 p.m. and then we're on the wrong page. So 3 p.m.-ish, and that's going to be a joke forever, I think.
I think so. Sorry, Jared.
But Jack FM, we shout out to them, and Fremont Toyota, who's the sponsor of our band. And that segment, Smart Insurance with locations in Riverton, Lander, Rock Springs, and now Casper too. Of course, Tony's Pizza, and the Lander Brewing Company, and so yeah, let's have some fun.
Big shout out real quick to Yvonne, who says our office looks amazing. Thank you, Yvonne. And yes, Cindy's weighing in on the Lander Dill Pizza.
Oh, sweet! I should go back to that. And I intended to look
what
to
does Cindy say? Is she into it?
Yeah, she was identifying the pizza for us before I think Will took a bite.
Okay.
So just helping us out there.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Thanks, Cindy.
Appreciate everybody tuning in so far. We're been around 100 viewers the entire time here, so thanks for hanging out with us. That's here.
Awesome. Ooh, if we have 100 people on the thing already, so we're going to do something when we do these live shows. So most of you've been under a rock for the last almost 10 years. If you don't know what our 10 spot is, where we snap a picture of sweet. Hey, we're live on Jack, whatever camera is. We're live on Jack FM.
Live on Jack FM.
Live on Jack.
Welcome to our friends listening at 105.1 Jack FM.
It might actually be Live on Jack, which is an invitation.
The English language.
So, Live on Jack. Anyway, so the 10 spot, right? We don't want to be here until 10 o'clock tonight. Got things to do. So we do this 10 spot, right? I invite people to put these County 10 stickers on their car, which I got to be entirely honest, has really nothing to do with County 10. It's just about, repping Fremont County. And that's what's cool about them. I wore one on my car. I wore one. That's kind of a weird way to say that.
How much of that Lander Brewing do we have here?
Badge. I wore my
We're definitely still streaming. I'm positive everybody heard your phone ringing though.
We've got my phone set up over there for a camera angle. My iPad is running the thing. We're on my mat.
Bobby, he's going to call you back.
Bobby will call. Well, pretty soon we're going to get a text from Bobby. Shout out to Bobby Toman out there who just called me. So anyway, the 10 spot. Holy cow. So you put the thing on your car and we snap a picture of it if we see it. And then we put it out and somebody can identify it and you send us a message. We send you a gift card, invite you in to get a gift card. We're going to do a reverse 10 spot. So if you're watching now that, I don't know, we're down to like one person watching. We were at 100, but...
it's a free-for-all, Will. It's fine. It's a free-for-all.
So those of you that are watching, tell all your friends, we're going to do a reverse 10 spot. So maybe nobody ever sends anything, but if you message our Facebook page, somebody keep an eye on our Facebook messages. Hey, Terry. Somebody keep an eye on our Facebook.
Yvonne has suggested that you have another beer. Well, maybe I need another bill or beer. Yvonne is all over it.
It's for show. Yeah. I'm sipping. It's for show. I'm enjoying it, but it's for show. Anyway, this reverse Friday Free4All. Woo! This reverse 10 spot. Send us to our Facebook page. Message us on our Facebook page a picture of someone else or your own car with the 10 badge on it, with the County 10 sticker on your car. Message us that picture, and we'll send you a gift card as the person taking the picture. Doesn't matter whose car it is. This time they don't get anything. You get something if you send us. So the first person to message us on our Facebook page, I should pull up our Facebook messages. First person to message us on our Facebook page, they will get a. Oh, that was sent earlier today. We don't want that one.
We'll get back to that person.
Yeah. We'll get back to you after that. So, wow, that took entirely too long. All right, back to the show. So, what do we got coming up?
Will is our expert traffic reporter. Today was his first day on the job, so he's got a traffic report from Fremont County coming up in just a little bit, which, spoiler alert, is as hilarious as it sounds. Michelle Motherway from Eagles Hope Transitions going to join us here in just...
No, Michelle Woodmare from Eagles Hope. Michelle Motherway from Mr. D's.
Too many Michelles. Yeah, we'll talk with Mr. D's
also married to one.
We could get
and
him to
Eagles
rename
Hope
yourselves
Transitions.
a bit. Well, you now own a grocery store.
Turns out. Don't know if you signed on for that, but you got one.
We're live on Jack FM, everybody.
Yes, we are indeed.
We live on Jack FM.
Again, live music coming up here on the show, both on Jack FM here and on the County 10 stream. Should we bring Eagles Hope Transitions in here?
Yeah, let's bring you guys over. So, Eagles Hope Transitions, those of you who don't happen to... Whoa, Abigail Vaughn. Abigail Vaughn has won the reverse 10 spot.
Abby!
Well done, Abby.
Abigail, all right. Reply, #awesome. There we go. There you go. So, yeah, Eagles Hope, come on in here. We've got Michelle, who is not Michelle Motherway. That's a different person. Michelle Woodmare.
I know Michelle Woodmare.
and Devin Anderson. And we have the beautiful Cody. We need a camera angle on Cody. Yeah. Hi. How old are you, Cody? 5. You're 5? You look like you're 15. You are very pretty. I have 2 daughters. One is 8. 7, 8. 8. I hope my wife isn't watching. 8. And the other one is... I have 6 kids, okay? So the other one is 10. And they're also pretty, just like you. You're pretty too, Devin.
Oh, thank you.
Let me get a little bit closer to the mic so everybody can hear you guys. So Michelle, Devin, and Cody with Eagles Hope. Eagles Hope, those of you that don't know, is transitional housing in Fremont County, primarily in Riverton. They are an immense help here, and they have undertaken an enormous task, which is to take over what was the Good Samaritan Center. Which is emergency housing in Riverton. And so we invited them in. Many of you know the Activate 10 segments that we do on County 10, where we talk up anything positive, anything going on. We try to promote positive action in the community through telling these stories. And so Eagles Hope is here as part of that kind of Activate 10 segment. And we want to let them chat. And we'll also, those of you that are watching, make sure you get your pencil and paper or your iPad or whatever that you need to write it down, because we're going to put their new website address up on the screen, if not right this second, in a minute, and so that you guys can jot that down, because they have the leadership class at Riverton High School put together this website for them, and it has the ability to donate on that page, which is I hope that's right, which is fantastic. So tell us what's going on at Eagles Hope.
So right now we've just been working really hard trying to get our phase 1 housing going, which is the emergency shelter. So we have a couple last minute things that we need to get done, which is a couple inspections. And then once those have happened and we passed them, then we'll be able to open up.
Oh, that's awesome. So
Yes.
any idea on those inspections? How soon?
30 days.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Give us an idea. What kind of financial undertaking is this? I mean, it takes people, and
It does take
there were
people.
repairs to be made. What kind of financial burden is? I mean, it is what it is. So what does that look like?
It's been astronomical. I mean, for a little grassroots organization to take on, because repairs cost money, buying things to replenish takes money, such as kitchen items, silverware, toilet paper, cleaning items, it all costs money. And we have been really fortunate with the community and the help that we've been given, which has been amazing. And we wouldn't be where we are if it weren't community support. But another thing that we're going to need to be able to be functional and keep this going is staff, and to be able to pay them. And that's probably one of the biggest roadblocks, is being able to pay staff. Because if you don't have staff, you can't bring in anybody and help them. So that's one thing that we're really working on right now.
I know you and I talked here a while ago. We came and I hope it doesn't embarrass you, but you broke down, and
Yes.
and we had a conversation about. You said, how am I supposed to run this thing if I can only pay minimum wage to somebody that needs to man this thing overnight? That's not fair. And how do we figure this out? We talked and we tried to figure out ways to do it. And then, Corona madness, Corona crazies happened, and you and I lost contact for about a month or so there. And then you emailed me not too long ago, and you said you were shocked by the community outpouring. And, RTO gave, which in the middle of the Corona crazies, decided when they weren't sure what was going to happen, they decided to give, what was it, $2 per tire, which came out to how much?
$2,200.
$2,200 is a lot of tires.
It is.
And so they gave $2 per tire. I know other people have come out of the woodwork. What does fundraising
Davis
look like?
Funeral Home, which you wouldn't think would be,
That's
out
great.
there, but they too support us, and they've given us a nice amount of money. And so we just have these community partners and community members as well. We have some faithful donors every month, and so it's been really amazing.
That's awesome. So how much? Can you tell me how much you have left to raise? Is that do you know? Is that something you can share?
I don't know the exact amount, but I can share with you. In 4 months, by just private donations with private companies, organizations, and private donors, we've gotten $44,000.
That's
over
unbelievable.
$44,000.
Wow.
Yes, so it has been tremendous.
That's fantastic. 44,000, and for something like this too. And you guys, you threw the Taste of Riverton last year,
Yes.
which was really cool. I had a blast at it. We have like about a gazillion of these party giveaway the coasters. Of course, I'm not using a coaster on this table, but it was a good time. But that's without a major fundraiser that you guys have raised. That's just private donations and people wanting to help,
donations.
right?
It's been phenomenal, like I've said.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So if you're out there watching, if you have a minute, if you can give $1, $5, $10, $100 to help get what was the Good Samaritan Center back open in Riverton. Eagles Hope has taken over that. If you have a minute and have the ability, support something like that here, because it's something that's really needed. I know I told the story did an interview for the Friday night cruise last week. I ran into a guy. He had been in a car accident. He wasn't from Riverton or the area. Wasn't from even Wyoming. He was passing through, had gotten into an accident, and his car was totaled, and his wallet and everything was in his car. He had nothing, and he was so shook up. It didn't even occur to him to tell the hospital ER. He was banged up. He wasn't terribly hurt or anything, but they'd taken him by ambulance to the ER, and his car went elsewhere. He had no idea what was going on, and they discharged him because he didn't even have the presence of mind. He's like, I don't live here. Can I call somebody? He didn't have a phone, nothing. And I just happened to run into him walking down the street, and he was like, I don't know what exactly to do. Is there a shelter or anything? And no, there's not. And we figured out a way to get him, a hotel room for the night. But I was like, there's a place everywhere, and right now Riverton doesn't have that place. And so thank you very much for working on that. So is there anything else you guys want to share?
No, we're excited. We're hopeful, and we're just going to keep on the momentum that we have right now and
That's awesome.
And go forward.
Very cool. Eagles Hope. That website is eagleshope.org. If it's up on the screen now, perfect. Donate at, I have no idea what it says. Donate at, what it says something. I can't, but it's down there. Perfect. Thank you guys so much. Michelle and Devin and Cody.
Bye.
So
They do so much for the community. A lot of amazing stories come out of Eagles Hope Transitions.
absolutely. Hey, Jared, is, we had somebody comment and say, hey, we love the space. This building, which houses the County 10 offices, we call it at work co-working. So County 10 is here. We are the kind of the anchor for the building. We run the space, but we are it's part of a partnership with Brunton that owns leases the building from Idea Inc., who built the building and owns the building, but the land is owned by the CWC Foundation, and all of us together are in this partnership to run this building and provide some, fun office space for the people that are here. So we have Makerspace 307 here that has, they support entrepreneurs to help them grow their ideas with 3D printing and laser cutters and a CNC router and all the things that they do. And Jack FM is here. Their studios are here. We have a lot of fun and partner with them, and it's kind of a blast. Atmosphere Marketing is here. They are they're part of County 10 now, but they are a digital marketing agency, and people come in and out, and they use the space to house their office. So we have office space available. If there's anybody out there watching that is still working at home or is remote working for an organization out of town, we have space for you in this building. You can click on co-working in one of the menus on the top of our site. You can learn more about it, or you can give us a call. But that's our space here. So we love it. We do a lot of stuff here, and that's what we're all about. It's a really great partnership.
Earlier today, Will, you went out and did a traffic report.
I did. Thanks so much to Smart to Smart Insurance. Those guys are great down there, and we wanted to do something funny, and so it was important to me that we get somebody fun to work with, and so Smart Insurance is thanks to them for sponsoring this bit. But traffic in Wyoming is really a serious thing. Right? I mean, sometimes you might get backed up. So we wanted to make sure that you guys know what traffic looks like in Fremont County at any given time. Thanks, Will. This is Will Hill, traffic reporter for County 10 from this busy Wyoming road that we are using at our own risk. Today's traffic outlook for Fremont County is a low chance of COVID, is a high chance of rock chips, a high chance of bugs, and a high chance of sun in your eye. Now back to you in the studio, Will. Stay safe out there, tenors, and drive smart. Thanks so much, Will, out there in the field. Thanks so much, Will. The County 10 Traffic Report is brought to you by Smart Insurance, with locations in Riverton, Lander, Rock Springs, Casper. Smart Insurance carries all types of insurance for everything that you can think of. They're reminding you this summer that accidents do happen. Rock chips on construction sites, mishaps with deer, and so on. So make sure that you get a quote from Smart Insurance for your vehicles or your toys, especially boats. That's a big one that they do. From one of their numerous national companies, including Progressive, Nationwide, Safeco, and Liberty Mutual. You can request a quote anytime on Smart INS. That's smart with 2 T's, smartins.com. Thanks so much, Smart Insurance, for sponsoring the Friday Free4All.
I love that piece. I think it's funny, but it's accurate, and I can't wait to see more of those.
Yay for the traffic report. So I'm going to take a bite of pizza. What do we have up next?
Please do. We need to visit with a couple of folks, I'm told. That we may have a couple of people who want to jump on the microphone. So if Will wants to flag down some traffic, then I'll let you know that the Dystopians are coming up on the stage here in just a little bit. It's brought to you by Fremont Toyota. We've partnered with our good friends at Jack FM for bringing you some live entertainment here in the county10.com and Jack FM offices. As we welcome a guest to the microphone, Will.
Yeah. Welcome, Grace Andrus from Edward Jones. Your office is one of our community partners, one of our premier advertisers, and we open up we are opening up this thing, this free-for-all for you guys to come in and let us know what's going on with you. So you wanted to come and chat, so what's going on?
Yeah, so a few really exciting things actually. First of all, our office moved, as you know, from Main Street over to the corner of Broadway in Washington, the same building as Senator John Barrasso's office and Liberty Tax. So we're very excited about that, and that actually started before everything happened with COVID-19. And we wanted to go over there so that our clients could have some better parking, and also it's more of a quiet area, so it's kind of been exciting to move in there, and we're really excited to eventually be able to open up and have clients come in and see our new digs.
Hey, that's awesome. And you are welcoming a new member to your staff, are you not?
Yes. So actually, Kurt Galitz is working in my office right now, and he's.
I guess I shouldn't say your staff.
Right. No.
He's an
financial
he's his own
advisor as
staff,
well,
but
yes.
yeah.
Yep. So that's very exciting as well to have him there.
That's great. Very cool.
The other thing we're doing, we know that a lot of people have some concerns because in March the market fell, and we know that some people are concerned about where they're at with their retirement planning or their college education for their kids. And so what I'm offering is a complimentary review of everything, just to make sure that they're on track and to maybe provide some tips and advice on how to get back on track if they're not.
That's fantastic.
And so that's good.
Great.
And one other thing, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Not Edward Jones related, but
yeah, definitely.
I'm president of Riverton Kiwanis as well.
Oh, great.
And unfortunately, we've had a lot of events that have canceled, because of all of this. And our Hooked on Fishing has been canceled because of the Wyoming Fish and Game is not allowing us to do that event. So what we're doing instead is not tonight, but on the 5th, next Friday, we're going to be having an event at City Hall parking lot. And so kids can come by and pick up a goodie bag that we're going to hand to them on a fishing pole. And it's going to also have in there some information about a photo contest for fishing that they can still do.
Hey,
so
that's awesome.
Be very exciting.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Definitely keep letting us know things like that. That's great.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Grace. Anything else you want to share?
I think that's all for now, but thanks for inviting me.
Yeah,
Great
definitely.
To see all of you guys.
Yeah, very good. Thanks for coming.
Thanks. Take care.
Thank you.
Hey.
Appreciate it.
Who else wants to say hi? Who else we got? Hey!
That's not an enthusiastic look necessarily there. There we
do
go.
this.
There we go.
Yay.
That's better. That's
It's
better.
Kaya from Teton Therapy.
Woo! Am I good?
Yes, you are good. You are good.
I don't feel like I can see Jared.
No, you're a pro at this. It's better if you can't see me,
All
actually.
right.
That's what most people agree on. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing good. What's new with you guys?
Oh my goodness. Where do we start? So construction for our new location of the Jiffy building is underway. They tore down that big wall between the shop and the rental movie spot, and is totally different building. So that's pretty cool. And then we have a new physical therapist starting next week. His name is Jason West. He comes from Utah. So we're pretty excited about that and excited to bring him on board.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about that new building, too. I've always loved that building for a long time, and excited to see what you guys do with it.
Yeah, we got mixed, emotions about getting it because we're like, man, we're tearing down a almost iconic place. Not tearing it down, but remodeling an iconic place for Riverton. But at the same time, we're very excited for it. And the room that we'll have to be able to expand our services, that's what our community needs right now. So that'll be the fun part of it, offering all kinds of neat things.
That's awesome. Thank you guys for everything you do in the community, and I know you sponsor one of the local ladies podcasts that tries to reach out to organizations that need help and volunteers and all those things. And so thanks for everything you guys do in the community.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
we love working with you guys too. I mean, during the whole shutdown of everything, you guys were great to work with different ads and trying different ways to outsource. So we appreciate that. I mean, we didn't see much of a dip because of people's fear and stuff like that because of being able to work with you guys. So thank you,
great.
County 10.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
We also like to sit at tables and drink beer.
Yeah,
So
that's definitely Will's plan this afternoon. I can tell, and my plan as well. So, anything else going on? Anything? I know you guys are busy, but what else is coming up? Anything people should be aware of?
We have actually a tummy time workshop on Wednesday for expectant mothers, expectant parents. It doesn't just have to be a mother that comes.
Cool.
We are encouraging people, to keep to the limit of 25. We have space that we can spread out, but Sarah Flatt, our physical therapist, is putting that on. So if you are a new mom or a new parent, or just want to know more about how tummy time is so important for your child with development, come see us. We have it's going to be at 6:10 approximately to 6:45, so we're going to try to keep it short. And we have a diaper bag raffle that we're going to be giving away, and we're actually working with, I just met them, but it's parents and parents that are teachers. I believe it's an affiliate in Fremont County, so we're going to be working with that, so we're pretty excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I
figured
myself,
you would
so
respond.
Sorry.
That's you're fine. I just thought he was talking to you.
The tummy time, we're going to make it live on Facebook too. So if you don't want to come out, if you are not necessarily afraid, but just don't have the time, if you're cooking dinner
Sure.
or whatever, we'll be doing that Facebook Live too. So
Very good. All right.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Kaya.
thank you.
We appreciate you coming.
Yeah.
Make sure you grab some pizza from
Will do.
Tony's Pizza,
Yeah, I'm excited.
or a beer from Lander Brewing Company. And stay to listen to the music, sponsored by Fremont Toyota.
Perfect.
And the entire show brought to you by Mr. D's in Lander.
Yes, exactly. All right. Thank you.
a lot.
Hopefully,
Thank you.
hopefully we can get you on a podcast again soon. Thank
yes,
you.
I'm
Thanks a
excited
lot.
for that.
Absolutely.
Let's see what else we.
Do we want to bring Adam over, or do we have anything else? I think we should bring Adam over.
Yeah,
and then,
let's do that.
Then we're going to let Freako Weeko take over here and do a little bit.
Okay. All right. We'll do it. Hey, Adam. Or whoever from the band. Come on over.
I was wondering where that was coming from.
You're hearing the lag because I'm trying to watch the thing on Facebook and watch comments, and then all of a sudden you were hearing me talk back through the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Adam Kirkpatrick joins us here. Adam.
And Elizabeth Smith, who is our fearless leader.
Okay, very good. Fearless leader. I'll try to put that in your title here on the screen. Adam, correct me if I'm wrong. You're the owner of Tony's Pizza?
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's great. It's great.
Yeah, what has anything changed since the COVID shutdown? You guys staying open? Has the community of Lander rallied around you guys?
Yeah, Lander's awesome. And we've been doing a lot of new stuff and trying to keep it fresh because there's not a lot to do right now other than eat out. But that's changing now, thankfully. But yeah, man, it's been good. We've done well. We've had a lot of community support. It's been okay for us.
Awesome. If somebody's never been in Tony's Pizza before, what do you recommend for the first Tony's Pizza experience?
If you've never been to Tony's, you got to get the mott sticks.
Nice.
Yep, that's what's up.
Nice. Cool.
Awesome. I have watched. I've watched you do the live. You sang Whitney Houston the other night, which was absolutely flippin' hysterical, by the way.
Yeah,
But
I have a gripe about that because we play this game called Cover Song Battle, where you pick a theme and you give each other songs, and the theme of that was 90s. So again, I thought, like, this is going to be great. I'm going to do some Nirvana, or I'm going to do some of the music I grew up listening to, and then instead I got what's like maybe arguably the hardest song in the world to sing. I'm not really a singer, certainly not much of a singer.
You killed
So,
it.
hey,
It was awesome.
thanks.
yeah, I thought it was
Thanks.
great.
It was fun. It was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, but you guys have a band.
Yep, brand new band.
Yep. We
Elizabeth?
are the Dystopians, so we just started practicing just a couple of times before the COVID shutdown. And then we kind of branched out and started practicing again about 3 weeks ago. And so we've got a new bass player, and we're starting to build a set list and move forward with getting better every time we practice.
That's fantastic. So what kind of music can, so you guys are going to close our show this evening, coming up here shortly. And what kind of music should people expect?
We're playing we're playing one original and 2 covers today. A couple pop songs. And then an original. I don't know if we've really defined what our sound is yet. It's somewhere, but it's like a mix of bluegrass, hip hop, punk rock, country, blues.
That's very dystopian.
Yes, it is.
It's not a lot of other genres possible there,
No,
but
is there?
I anticipate
I
you'll
might
throw
be
in a
missing
couple more.
one.
All right.
We throw death metal in there.
And a little bit of death metal.
Excellent, excellent.
Trying to re-envision a few things.
Industrial pop country.
Yes, that's us.
That's awesome. So a little bit of everything.
Yeah, for now, for
That's
sure.
great. Yeah, I caught you guys once on Facebook and thought it was a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to a little bit of a concert this evening.
Yeah, thank you, Will.
Yeah, definitely. So if you're watching, make sure that you share the live feed. Let everybody know that the Dystopians will be playing shortly from the At Work building here in Riverton. Their set sponsored by Fremont Toyota and brought to you by Jack FM.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having us.
Thanks, Will.
Thanks,
Thanks a lot,
guys.
guys.
Appreciate you
Thanks for
guys.
coming over. Let's get on to Freako Weeko.
All right. That sounds good. Let's hey, Freako.
Our good friends Amara Faring, Terry Caldwell Udell are going to make their way over here. You can see them on screen right now.
We're going to give them some space, and I'm going to take off my headphones and take my stuff and let you guys have some time.
For those of you that are unfamiliar, Freako Weeko is a podcast that airs on the 10Cast network. Everything kind of shut down once COVID hit, and we didn't record podcasts there for a little bit, which was very sad. But we're happy to welcome both Terry and Amara back. And I got to do this for you just because I can.
Hey! We're back.
It's so funky. I'll never not love it.
I know. Kudos to Cameron.
Thanks, Cameron. Brother, not husband.
Okay, roll us in, Amara.
It's Freako Weeko! I still got it. Oh, man.
And I don't. Well, it's great to be back, Fremont County.
Taking
on
my
this
sunglasses off now.
Very special live broadcast.
Broadcast. We're trying not to be crass, so we've got to throw crast in.
That's right.
When
That's
we
right.
can.
We're trying to be proper.
Yeah, I'm so proper.
Yeah. So, Amara, you've been quarantined very well.
In Lander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Yeah, it's going pretty good.
Yeah?
You know, I have a cute puppy.
You do have a
So-
cute puppy.
You know, it's been a good quarantine.
And
Training her, hanging
you're
out with
still
her.
quarantined, kind of.
Kind of. I wouldn't say necessarily we're quarantined, but we're still. CWC has not gone back to work yet. It's going to be a long process because there's so many of us. So, yeah, well, I'm still working remotely.
All right. I am working remotely from my office.
Yes!
Some days it feels very remote, but so yeah, Amara.
Yeah.
Have you watched anything good lately?
I mean, not lately, but I did watch Tiger King.
Well, all right. So,
You know.
Tiger King. There you go, people.
Just the worst.
So
I
if
won't lie about
anybody
it.
that listens to Freako Weeko knows that sometimes we say inappropriate things. So today we have a little curse word buzzer.
Yeah, we're keeping it appropriate.
That's right. So Tiger King. Yeah, see, I have choice words for the Tiger King.
I also feel like you could just the words Tiger King, because that in and of itself was
True.
what?
True. But hey, so
I'm so ready. Tell me everything.
Tiger King. So Firebox.com has come out with Joe's Exotic Condoms.
I don't want that.
They offer big cat protection. Now this confuses me.
Big cat
Big
protection.
cat protection. Like,
The innuendos we could make, you should probably just uh-oh me right now.
I know. This whole Tiger King stuff is just, I think, gone a little too crazy for me.
Look at how cool I am for summer 2020, Terry.
Amara's got it down. She really does.
You know you gotta do what you gotta do to be safe.
Yep, I'm safe with my cup.
Safe with your cup.
So
I'm
we
safe with my
have-
mask.
We have these great cocktails in our wonderful cups.
I got sweet and juicy over here.
I am the leopard king. I'm like, where's the camera?
I know.
Anyway, we're drinking some Hurricanes from Freedom Liquor.
Just such a cool thing.
Go, go. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The
Good job,
buckets
Freedom
they come
Liquor.
in are so awesome.
And we just got a tip that if you get the bucket, you can keep the bucket and then refill it for cheaper. It's like when you
Wow.
get those popcorn buckets at the movie theater.
Oh, yeah. So everybody needs their refillable
Everybody-
liquor bucket.
I do. 100%.
Like, I don't know about that, but anyway, so I always try to come up with some fun stuff off the net, and I found a couple things especially for Amara because I love her to death.
And we haven't seen each other in 3 months.
Yeah, it's really hard for us to be sitting this far apart.
I know. We're far apart. I'm in a mask. It's hot over here. It's fine.
But anyway, so they are coming out with a documentary next week, June 5th on Hulu, Amara.
Well,
It
am I
is
going to
called
have to get Hulu?
We Are Freestyle Love Supreme. And what it is an intimate documentary looking at the storyline of Lin-Manuel Miranda's pre-Hamilton improv hip-hop group.
Can I tell you a fun story?
Yes, please.
I don't know if I've talked about this before, but my claim to Hamilton fame was that I was working at the Public Theater when they decided to do Hamilton in their next season, but it wasn't called Hamilton at that point. It was Hamilton Mixtape because they hadn't quite finished the whole script for it.
Yeah.
And the whole idea behind it was that it was his hip hop group, right? Like that's
Yeah.
where. And so there was like this huge thing around the public about his hip hop group, and I must watch it, which means yes, I'm going to have to get Hulu.
Well, I have Hulu, so if you want to come have a little Hamilton party, I'm down.
I love Hamilton parties.
Yeah.
I could sing you the soundtrack while we do it.
Woo. Well, we might have to roll out with Amara singing some Hamilton.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see how this hurricane sits.
Ooh, that's true. Maybe I'll rap.
Girl!
I shouldn't
Get
promise.
it.
I shouldn't promise any more raps because I never did deliver my
You're
bachelor
right.
rap. Yeah, I know.
That's okay. There's still time because I'm sure there's going to be 18 more seasons of The Bachelor.
Yeah.
At least. So there's time.
Well, it's not happening right now because everyone's quarantined, so it got canceled.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be on The Bachelor at this moment in my life either.
Well,
no.
Did you see they have a new show that just came out? This is ridiculous. It's one woman and like 15 men, and they're all fighting for not her love. I don't know, maybe her love, but to give her their sperm so she can have a baby. And they're doing it in a bachelor type setting. Like, that's how they're doing it.
I mean, I am all for, that, just not on TV.
No, it seems so
Oh,
weird.
no.
I don't even know.
I don't know how I feel about that.
So, yeah, I may not be bringing details on that one.
That's
Sorry,
not-
Fremont County.
Yeah, go watch it yourselves. I don't need to tell you about it.
So, we know everyone's been super stressed out with COVID happening and everything. So, what? Are you laughing at me? Oh.
My straw tactics.
She's having trouble with her straw. But good old Dolly Parton. We talk about Dolly Parton a lot.
I love her.
Yeah. So, she wrote a song that's coming out. Oh, no, it did come out. It just got released. And it's a feel-good anthem called When Life is Good Again.
Have you listened to it?
I haven't yet.
It's good.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because Dolly,
I know. Oh. Yeah. So anyway, if you want to check that out, you should go onto YouTube, look up When Life is Good Dolly Parton, and enjoy the song, and maybe you'll feel a little better afterwards.
Who doesn't feel good after hanging with Dolly for a second?
Right?
I might just have to go back and listen to the podcast about Dolly because it was so good.
Oh, what was that?
Dolly
called?
Parton's America.
Oh, yeah. And that was about Dolly Parton, not with Dolly Parton.
Well, she's interviewed in it, so
Is
there's
she?
a lot of Dolly
Oh.
Parton in there.
Cool.
It's just so good.
There's a lot of Dolly in it.
There's a lot of Dolly in it. I'm here for it, too. Terry!
I'm sorry. Amara, tell the folks about this beer.
Which one? Hold on. Hold on.
Hop dog.
No!
It's hot dog beer.
The craft beer movement has inspired the creation of uniquely brewed beers infused with everything from cereal and berry muffins to leftover bakery bread and sheets. Sheets
That's the brand name.
is introducing an unusual brew for Memorial Day weekend. Project Hop, with a P, Hop Dog, is indeed a beer made with sheets, hot dogs with a Z. It takes the form of a limited edition IPA that's described as crisp. Now, are they talking about like burnt to the crisp, like a hot dog, or like IPA
Well, I don't know.
crisp?
They say it doesn't necessarily really taste like a hot dog, but I don't know. But the thing is, okay, so here's what we're going to do. So I went online to try to see like if they had it anywhere here. I thought, oh, we can get some and we can try it, you know. No, it's just all in one state. I think it's Pennsylvania, so you can't get this beer here. But I got to thinking about it. So let's just get ourselves a beer, pour it in a cup, and stick a hot dog in it and see what happens.
Stir it around.
It'll be like a garnish, like, you know, when you have...
You know, I don't know if I would mind a hot dog in my Bloody Mary.
Well, that's what I mean. Do it like
Or-
a Bloody Mary, a hot dog.
But we can do a red beer with a hot dog in it.
Next week.
Oh,
So
yum.
You know,
I'm not upset now.
the question is, will you use a cold dog brew or a grilled dog brew? I don't know.
I think I gotta go grilled. I don't think I want just a cold hot dog in my stuff.
All I know is, people, please don't do a boiled dog brew or a micro dog brew, because even though that
could get
sounds kind
weird.
of cool, micro dog brew.
That is a good name. Very
Patent.
catchy.
That's right.
Patent pending.
Anyway,
everyone.
I don't know. Maybe next week we'll be sipping a beer with a hot dog
How
in
am I
it.
doing?
Right? Mm.
This is what summer 2020 looks like.
Mine's not coming out anymore. It's frozen. Okay.
You can't even see how weird my face actually looks.
So, you
There's
know,
win-wins here.
Even movie stars are quarantined right now, right? But never fear, because they're all going to be out of a job.
I know.
Because now, dead movie stars are going to be the new alive movie stars, which means they're taking CGI of dead movie stars and casting them in movies.
You mean like they
As
did with
leads.
Carrie Fisher?
Yeah, I think that's what brought it all about.
Yeah. I will say that the first time they brought her back that way, she looked weird. So
It
weird.
is weird.
The last movie, she looked much better.
Well, I'm sure they improve it. Like, everything improves with time, just like this show will improve with time.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, you asked me if I've seen anything cool.
Yeah.
I officially have seen all of the Star Wars movies, but the last ones that I saw were the originals. I'd seen episode 4.
Okay.
I'd never seen 5 and 6.
So the originals are really the only thing you need to watch, in my mind.
That's also Joe's opinion.
Yeah,
But
go Joe.
it took me a long time to get there. And now I'm glad I did. And now we're watching The Mandalorian. Or we did. We finished The Mandalorian.
And I don't understand that.
I loved it.
All I know is Baby Yoda, and
Oh,
I
so
almost
cute.
called him Baby Yoga.
I mean, we can do baby yoga too.
Baby
Ooh.
Yoga.
Oh, God. Oh.
Anyway,
Oh.
back to the
Oh,
dead movie
man.
stars, though.
Jeez, yeah, dead movie stars. Dead movie
So,
stars.
okay, so they're making a Vietnam War film, and look at, I'm shaking.
It's the hurricane.
They've cast James Dean in it.
I don't like that.
Yeah, he's like the lead in this movie. CGI James Dean. I wonder if he'll be sober.
Probably not.
Sorry, I had to say that.
What
Anyway,
an
you know.
interesting concept.
I know.
I don't know if I love that.
Maybe they should CGI us into this.
Yeah,
And
well,
Photoshop me a little bit.
Can you make us CGI versions of ourselves?
CGI Photoshop version, like, yeah.
I mean, I guess we could have just made our own Facebook avatars. That's kind of same.
Yes, but we're on camera. Amar and I are not used to being on camera for this, so it feels really weird.
I have not noticed the cameras yet.
Really?
Except for when you looked right at me when we were talking about the hot dog thing. Oh, and
I'm used
my
to it
summer
now.
2020 look.
Oh, where's your sunglasses, though? Did you have those on? This is her real summer 2020 look. She's got it. She's got it going on. I can't do it. She's like the Invisible Man.
She's awesome.
She's ready for it. Definitely. All right, so back to COVID-19.
Tell me about it.
Goodness. You know, people are doing some interesting things with their businesses
They are.
to keep them running, and I understand that. I do. But I haven't quite figured out how they're doing this one. So at the Lucky Devil Lounge, apparently you're a lucky little devil when you go in there. It's a strip club in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, it's like, is that around here?
No, but you're welcome to open one.
I'm good.
Lucky Devil Lounge number 2. Isn't that how it's done in Riverton?
If it's a burlesque, I'm in. Okay.
Could be.
Okay.
So anyway, they're trying to find a loophole of how they can still make money. And, you know, of course, they have food, and I guess their food is really good. So the one thing they did, of course, is takeout. They have a drive-through. So they've created a drive-through strip club. So fans can still get access to the restaurant's food. However, as they drive to pick up their food, they are entertained by the dancers, who are abiding by social distancing rules, of course.
What?
But I don't understand. Are they outside?
Maybe they're in like the go-go cages.
Oh, I don't know, but that'd still be outside. Like, I don't.
Well, I suppose
maybe
if you're
they
in
have-
Portland at this point.
Maybe they have big open windows. I don't know. I almost feel like we need to take a field trip to Oregon because I'm really curious
We're coming, Oregon.
at how this goes down. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm really going to just...
Lori in Ohio says hi.
Oh, hi, Lori in
Hey,
Ohio.
Lori in Ohio.
We have a fan.
Oh, that's fun.
She's like, I'm really not your fan. I'm just saying hi to everybody else.
She's like, really, I was trying to say hi to Will, but it's fine.
I'm gonna take all the credit.
Ah, that's good.
So yeah, so Will, I don't know, if it's in the budget for a field trip to Oregon to visit the drive-through strip club. I don't know.
No.
No. All right,
Dang
fine.
it.
I'll stick with the sloshies.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
So another thing, and I want to actually show a picture of this, if Jared can show a picture. So this is what I'm going to talk about. This is what it looks like. So this is called the Bubble Shield.
I am about it.
I know.
I kind of love it.
It is very interesting. I'm just thinking, like, everybody needs a bubble shield. I don't know. Can you imagine? It's weird enough with everybody walking around with masks. You get everybody in a bubble shield?
Haven't you seen that story from New York about the guy who saw the girl dancing on her roof across the street from him, and he flew his drone over and asked her
Oh,
out?
yeah, I did.
And then they went on a
see
date,
it.
and he was in one of those bubbles.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's like
he
that,
got in
but
one
less-
of those giant bubbles, like the kind that they make where you can roll down a hill in a giant bubble.
Yeah, these seem to be a little more, they seem to be easier to function in.
These are not recreational. I'm just going to put that out there.
I mean, I guess they could be, but it wouldn't be as fun. You'd be more like Humpty Dumpty than anything.
So, Mara, describe to our audience what the bubble shield's like.
Well, first of all, your legs are out, so you can actually walk around in it. And
great.
then it seems there's a floating hula hoop around your midsection. And then there's plastic that's like closer to you. So like you have enough room to put your hands on your hips so your elbows can stick out. There is definitely no way that you can like reach out and grab something if you'd need to.
Well, yeah, there's a question. Like, do your hands come out? Are there holes for your hands?
It doesn't appear so. It looks like it's just your leggies.
All right, so creators of Bubble Shield, we've found a flaw.
But maybe that's the point, so that you don't touch your face.
You can still touch your face because your face is in the bubble.
Yeah, but what if you hand sanied while you were in the bubble? Then then you're fine.
I don't know. What if you want to pick something up while you're in the bubble?
Well, you can't unless you do it with your feet, and your feet probably are not going to touch your face. So
Okay.
that's a safe bet.
But here, I have another thing. Since we can't go to Oregon for a field trip,
Will you
let's
buy us
get
some bubbles?
some bubble shields and do like bubble shield bumper people.
He's
Yeah.
just laughing at us,
It
but we're
could be-
serious.
it's
Look at me in the eyes, Will. I am serious.
I'm just trying to give you more ideas for your live show, Will. Bumper bubble shield.
I'll do it.
Hey, I'd do it too.
100% will do that.
Because then you're cool with your hands in, because then your whole body's protected, so you can't like break anything.
Maybe your elbow, but
No, you couldn't. You keep them in. You got to keep them in.
everything like this. in the
Everything
bubble
in.
shield.
Everybody in.
Yeah.
Oh, and it even has solar panels.
See?
So it purifies the air within the bubble.
That's brilliant. Who are these people? I'm proud.
Bubble Shield. I can't say their names, so I'm not even going to try, but you can.
Where is it?
It's up at the top.
Oh,
Libero, Rutilo, and Ekaterina
you did good.
Shatina of Design Libero.
You need to yelp yourself over there. What is it? Good stuff.
It
Well,
is
good
good
job, you
stuff.
people.
Yeah, and there's also some fun masks that I wanted to get you, but I had no time.
Oh,
So
really?
in my heart, I got you a present.
You
and-
can just send it to me over socials.
Yeah, and so they're masks and they have sayings on them. One of the masks says, "My eyes are up here."
My eyes already say that to people. Hey.
Or "Will remove for a beer." Amaris says, "Will
No.
remove for a slushy."
I won't, because I have this lovely straw.
Straws are the answer.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt here, but I'm being told the wrap it up signal. Here.
Oh, goodness.
Wrap
See?
it up, Tear Bear!
Start playing the music. We're at the Oscars. I'm sorry. I would like to thank a few more people, Jared.
I
Yeah.
know.
Don't kick me off
I
the
hate to do this.
stage.
However, I want people to know that you'll be back
We'll be back.
on video.
We'll be
Freako Weeko podcast on the 10Cast network. We're going to get to the music here in just a little bit.
Yeah,
We've
these
also
guys are great.
also got an interview with Michelle Motherway from Mr. D's in Lander talking about COVID and some important things going on and ways the
Can we
community
just
can
really
help.
quick give a shout out to Mr. D's, though? Because they have just crushed this whole situation.
They have, really.
I feel great going in there. It's wonderful. Thank you, Mr. D's.
All right. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. Any parting words?
I love you, Tear Bear.
Hey, we're just going to kick Fremont counties into the weekend. Party on, dudes.
Party on, Wayne.
Happy
Party
weekend,
on,
guys.
Garth.
Thanks.
All right, we are chatting with Michelle Motherway, the owner of Mr. D's in Lander. Michelle, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate your time. First of all, how are you and how's everything in your neck of the woods there at Mr. D's?
We're doing great. We're, just struggling along. It's been a challenge for us. It's been a challenge for everybody. It's, a global pandemic is not something that we really kind of have a rule book for. So, we're just trying to focus on the things that we can control, and the things that we can control are cleanliness, keeping our faculty and staff and our customers and our community safe, and continuing to give them access to food and other products at good prices. One of our mottos is saving people time and money, and now with this pandemic, saving money is very, very important. And then time in a retail establishment is also something. So getting people in, getting them out, getting them what they need, that's what we're concentrating on.
That's great. I think, Michelle, the community acknowledges and really appreciates the cleanliness down there. I had somebody that I talked with said, man, I'm going over to Mr. D's to shop now because when I go in there, it smells like bleach, pleasantly like bleach, which I thought was really funny. People see that, and they see your community spirit as well. I love. I sent you a message a while ago and said, when are you getting those patio sets in? Because I know that you guys do a lot in the community to purchase things when they're inexpensive from suppliers, and then you sell them inexpensively because you're able to do that intentionally. And so with that community spirit in mind, what do you see down in Lander and throughout the community here in Fremont County in the community that's been positive, a positive result of all of this coronavirus?
One of the things that we personally, the Motherway family, and Mr. D's has experienced is just this whole community of volunteers that we have. It's a whole new thing. We early on realized that people were going to stay home, and early on realized that there was not access for groceries. We don't have access to Amazon Fresh, and we don't have access to a lot of the Uber Eats and all of those kind of things, because we're a small community. We're a small rural community. So we decided early on we were going to deliver groceries and do aggressive delivering of groceries and curbside pickup. But we realized that we don't have the staff for it. It takes an army of people to shop or take orders and all of those things. So we put a call out for some volunteers just on my personal Facebook page. I just said, hey, friends, I need help. And the first day we needed help, some friends of mine that are local community leaders here just really jumped in and were like, we're here. And then Carol, who is now our head of our coordinator of volunteers, kind of put together a list of people. And we have about 20 volunteers now that have stepped up to give people access to food. And we're now incorporating that month. We're 3 months into this process now. That's hard to believe. 90 days in,
That's
March.
amazing.
We started in March. That's amazing. The process of getting people that are, community oriented, or not community oriented, but immunocompromised, like myself. I'm immunocompromised, or have been. We delivered to people that were COVID positive. Our elder community that just are a little bit scared. And we spent a lot of time talking to those people on the phone and being like, you know what, you're going to be okay. We're going to get you your groceries.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us what you. And so, but the biggest blessing out of all of that for us has been this group of volunteers. And they're people in the community. They're teachers. They're dental hygienists. They're, retired people. They're people from all across the spectrum that have stepped up and said, hey, we want to do something. Use my time. I'll volunteer. And that's been one of the biggest blessings for us and for our community. And then for our rural community, having the ability to do curbside pickup. We have people all the way from Pavilion and Kinnear and Crowheart, Raritan, and all over the reservation that are calling and getting their groceries ordered and then picking up curbside, so they don't have to go in and get exposed, and they can keep their families safe. And that's been really important to us and a huge blessing, watching those volunteers work.
Michelle, you mentioned access to food as a concern that people had, and this is, in being in such a rural situation, I know you've been on podcasts that we've done before and talked about food supply and shop local and local food and all of those things. I wanted to ask, what do you think we're looking at in the short term, long term, as far as access to food here in our rural market, and what are the benefits to shopping local? You mentioned some of those before we started the interview. I'd love it if you'd share some of that.
Well, unfortunately, and I'm not saying this to cause a panic, please don't panic. Nobody panic. Don't do what we did at the beginning of this and go hoard a bunch of stuff you don't need. We're good on toilet paper. We have the toilet paper thing is settled down. Stop buying, only buy what you need. I'm sure people have years and years worth of supplies of that. But what we are going to see, and this is not just in rural food deserts, which is technically what we are. We're not just here, but across the world, pretty much. We are going to see some shortages of food for a lot of reasons, and I can talk a little bit about that. So, consumed, gathered, or stockpiled a whole year's worth of food in a 3-month period. America did. The people of the world kind of did. We stopped eating at restaurants. We started only eating at home, and it changed the way that the food industry was prepared to supply food moving forward. A lot of the food that you're buying in a can or a bottle or a jar at the grocery store level was, you have to think about when it was grown. We know that. We know how things are grown. We know how things live. We know how animals are slaughtered here in Wyoming because we see those things in our families, and partners are part of the process. But in a city, a lot of people are like, well, milk comes from the grocery store, not from a cow. And that still blows me away. But, the corn that's being grown right now, that's in the ground right now, will be consumed this time next year. So you can't magic more corn to process and put in a freezer and in a can. It all has to be processed through. All the stuff that was in holding in warehouses to be purchased by the warehouses and then trickled out to the consumer, all of it got purchased up already, or a lot of it did. What's going to happen in areas in the cities is they're not going to have access to that pre-processed food. Here in Wyoming, we're all growing gardens. We have all of our local manufacturers and produce suppliers and not manufacturers, but, people with cows. We have access to cows and pigs and those kind of things locally. And we luckily have a great slaughterhouse here in Riverton, the new one in Riverton, and then hopefully through CWC with their program kicking off. We'll have access locally to some of that food. Wyoming just changed how it can be sold, which is really good. But on the grocery store shelf, which is mandated and regulated by our government, how that grocery store shelf accesses food is different than how you access it at a farmer's market. And the supply chain in America in grocery is broken right now. We broke it. We broke it 3 months ago, and it's having a really hard time catching up with itself. One of the really cool things that we can do at Mr. D's that is really unique to any of the other stores in Fremont County or necessarily any of the other stores in Wyoming or the rest of the United States is we haven't pigeonholed ourselves into one corporate buying warehouse. So we don't just buy groceries from one warehouse. We buy groceries from 4 warehouses. So 4 major suppliers of groceries in the United States. We've partnered with all 4 of them. So when we go to order, so one of the things that we're going to see a little bit of shortage on is soup right now because they can't manufacture, there's no wheat to make flour, to make noodles, to make vegetable soup, vegetable noodle soup, just things like that you have to think about. And then the other thing is the container that can go, the can container or the bottle container that goes in. A lot of those are manufactured in China, and we're not getting a lot of that manufacturing. So they can maybe make the product, but they don't have a container to put it in yet. So that's part of that whole supply chain is broken. But we can order that product or similar product with different labels from 4 different warehouses, and maybe one of them will still have it in or have access to it. So we've been able to fill ourselves because of we're tripling down on ordering a lot of those products from different places, where if you're a large corporation, you order it from the one corporate warehouse, and then if they don't have it, you just don't get it. So we're working very hard. Our staff is working very hard at getting access to some type of product for you so that you can still have noodles and yeast and all of those kind of canned goods and things like that are going to be a little bit sparse. The other thing that we want to do is really concentrate now on buying locally. So if you're growing a garden, you have extra row of corn, come in and see us, and we'll pay you fair market value for it. You've got extra zucchinis and they're in good shape, bring them in. We'll talk to you. You know, just things like that. We would love to be able to bring more of that local market, local produce. You know, we're working with Jack Smith on bringing in locally produced beef. Right now, Garrett at Wyoming Custom Meats is so busy. Meat cutters are really hard to find. So, but we're not seeing a problem with that yet. But I think at some point you might see some problems in some of your grocery stores, hopefully not Mr. D's, with the supply chain.
Is there anything your customers can do to let your employees know how much they're appreciated? Is it just being extra nice at this point in time? Is there any way we can go above and beyond just to say thank you to all of your employees?
They love a note. They really do. Like a thank you note. They just really appreciate that gesture. Just, you know, we're such a digital age, but if you've got one of our employees that's going above and beyond and you would like to recognize them, just saying thank you to them is amazing. And having grace when everybody's frustrated, everybody's got an opinion, they know the right way to do things, and maybe we're not doing it the way that they think is the right way to do things. You don't need to go in and yell at that clerk about it. You know, it's just a matter of let's have some grace. Let's be kind to each other. The grocery store clerk in America is exposed to more germs than just about anybody else, because what do you do when you're sick? The doctor tells you you're sick and you need to go home. Well, you got to get something before you go home. So you go to the grocery store, and we got to stop doing that. Like, if you want to say thank you to our employees, the biggest way to say thank you is if you're sick to not come see them. But the best way to do it is just to say thank you, just to look at them and say, hey, you're doing a great job. That goes a long way. Or write them a note, or let me know. Send us a message on the Mr. D's Food Center Facebook page, and let us know, or email us at mrdsfoodcenter.com or mrdsfoodcenter@gmail, and let us know, and we'll recognize them. And we give them good job dollars when they get recognized, so they like that too. They can buy themselves a coffee or something.
Well, that's pretty cool. Well,
yeah.
On behalf of County 10, thank you for everything that you guys do over there. Is there anything that you want to share that Mr. D's is doing right now? Anything you guys have going on that customers should know about?
We do. One of the things that's been interesting is we do have multiple job openings. If anybody's looking for a job, we have some. So that's been an interesting thing, is trying to get people to come back to work. Our environment's very safe. We've been very healthy. And so that's something that we're doing. But we're just trying real hard to keep groceries on the shelves. And, we're looking forward to summer. We have lots of, fun things coming. Right now we have no events planned because it's hard to plan events. But lots of beer on tap, lots of slushies in the slushie machine, and all kinds of fun things. If there's anything that you need in the community that we're not doing that you would like to see us do, again, utilize those Facebook, email, call us on the phone. We're happy to try to help.
That's fantastic. We're featuring here on the Friday Free4All show today. We're featuring Lander Brewing Company. So we love that you've got beer on tap, and we're drinking beer. So
can make your own 6-pack at Mr. D's too. That's my favorite thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Build your own is great. We do have the Lander Brewing Company on tap, and then we also have their bottled beers. All of the variety of bottled beers that they have, we have available. Kyle's a great guy.
Kyle is a great guy. Well, you're pretty great too, Michelle. We appreciate everything that you do. Thanks for chatting with us today.
Thank you, guys, and have a good day. It looks beautiful outside. Go camping this weekend or something.
Oh, well, what a great interview with Michelle. It was a lot of fun to chat with her. Thank you so much to Mr. D's. But unfortunately, Jared, we have reached the end of our time We're going to throw it over to a pretty fantastic band here in just a second. Thank you so much again to Mr. D's, to Fremont Toyota for sponsoring our live music this evening. Go pick yourself a car out. I hear it's a pretty good time. Interest rates are good. Head down to Fremont Toyotas. Thank you, Smart Insurance, for sponsoring my Traffic Minute, my Traffic Minute.
It was interesting, but it was entertaining, so I can't wait for another one.
So also thank you to Tony's Pizza, that's Smart Insurance. Thank you to them, Tony's Pizza, Lander Brewing Company, and all of this has been recorded at the Porter's 10Cast studio here at the Outwork co-working building here at the County 10 offices. Thank you to Jack FM, Makerspace 307, and now we're going to throw it over to Elizabeth Smith, Fika Van Dyke, Adam Kirkpatrick, Jason Kinney, Micah Wyatt, the band The Dystopians from Lander. Studio here at studio here at
I'll be under the mountain digging for half-truths till my lungs are as black as the heels of my boots, till my hands color silver, my heart turned to stone. To the back of the same stream says holes are for souls. I'll be under the mountain digging for half-truths till my lungs are as black as the days of my youth. I've seen 50 strong men go down straight to their grave just to stain their white casket with the dust from their veins. I've heard widows crying themselves wish for death. I've seen company condolence in the form of a check. I'll be under the mountain digging for half-truths till my lungs are as black as the heels of my boots, till my hands callous over, my heart turned to stone. Then they'll grind that to dust just to fill in the hole. They will grind that to dust just to fill in the hole. Thank you.
We are the Dystopians. This is Micah Wyatt.
We are the Dystopians. This is Micah Wyatt.
This is Adam Kirkpatrick on
And this
the
is Adam
guitar.
Kirkpatrick
And
on
Jason Kinney on the bass.
guitar.
And
And
Micah
Jason
Van
Kinney
Dyke
on the bass.
percussion.
And
I'm
Micah
Elizabeth
Van
Smith.
Dyke on percussion. I'm
We're
Elizabeth
going to do another tune, Creep.
We're going to do another tune, Creep. one more. It's an original. We have one more. It's an original.
By somebody.
Super great original by Katy Perry.
Super great original by Katy Perry.
And we're going to do it because 4th of July is coming up.
And we're going to do it because 4th of July is coming up. And
big and
we're going to
small ways that we
celebrate
do.
in
The best ways we know
big and
how,
small
right?
ways that we do.
The best ways we know how, right? Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting on the wind? Wanna start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one step from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screens, no one seems to hear a thing? Did you know that there's still a chance for you? There's a spark in you, you just gotta ignite. The light and love will shine just on the night like the 4th of July. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, show them what you're worth. Make them go high, high, high as you shoot across the sky. High, high. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your color burst. Make them go, oh, oh. Gonna let your color show, oh, oh. You don't have to feel like a waste of space. You're an original, cannot be replaced. If you only knew what the future holds after a hurricane comes a rainbow. Maybe the reason why all the doors are closed, you could open one, lead you to a better road. Like a lightning bolt, your heart will glow. Only then you know you just gotta ignite the light. The light will shine just on the night like the 4th of July. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, what you're worth. Make them go high, high, high as you shoot across the sky. High, high. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your color burst. Make them go, oh, oh. Let your color show, oh, oh. Boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than the moon. It's always been inside of you, you. And you gotta let it do. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show them what you're worth. Make them go high, high, high as you shoot across the sky. High, high. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your color burst. Make them know, oh, oh. Gonna let your color show, oh, oh. Boom, boom, boom. Even better than the moon, moon, moon. Boom, boom, boom. Even better than the moon, moon, moon. Boom, boom, boom. Even better than the moon, moon, moon. Boom, boom, boom. Even better than the moon, moon, moon. Boom, boom, boom. And that's the show, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the show, ladies and gentlemen.